But let's get into this next one. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers at the Brooklyn Nets. Also another Friday night game, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Is it?
Cleveland.
The other one was
Yeah.
Thursday. This one's Friday. So now another one.
Oops.
No worries.
As of right now, the Cavs and Nets would be a matchup in the play-in tournament, which is actually kind of fire. The Cavs
The Nets did lose today, so it might have changed just in case.
the Nets. Won.
Oh, the Nets won today.
The
My
Nets
fault.
won.
They,
I still
so we'll
think
see what happens.
they clinched already. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they
I'll look
played
at
to
it.
play in, but
Yeah,
maybe the
I don't know.
matchup
We got
isn't
to see.
these guys
Ah,
anymore. But
yeah,
at
I
least
can
they're meeting up beforehand.
But yeah, the Cavs, like the Bulls, started off hot after losing Colin Sexton. Well, I guess it was right there earlier in the season. The Nets, of course, have been missing pieces and dealing with drama all season. Ben Simmons.
Facts.
The Cavs have
Man.
James
fallen
Harden, Kyrie.
back to earth and have
And they're here.
shown
They're still in the playoffs.
what kind of team they
Barely.
actually are. The Nets have been consistently in question mark, and they have been. So I guess what I want to ask, we'll start with Steven first. Will the Cavs intimidate the Nets and win this potential matchup, or will the star power of KD and Kyrie take over?
Before you answer, Steven, the Nets are the second favorites in the East.
Still?
That's above the Celtics.
That
that's
means nothing
that's
to me today.
but I'm saying that's crazy, right? Vegas has them as the second favorites. And that's above the Celtics, that's above the Sixers, that's above the Miami Heat, who are the 1 seed. And then, of course, you have the Bucks, who are number 1.
I hope nobody put that car note on that.
I know.
Man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Go ahead, though.
So yeah, I'm leaning Cavs, bro. Honestly, I'm leaning Cavs. I feel like realistically, yeah, the Cavs are skidding right now, but I don't think they're afraid of the Nets either. And I think honestly they may play up for the Nets too. Like realistically, even if we look at the last season when they were playing the Nets, they actually gave them some pretty competitive games, bro. Like
Yeah.
keeping it real. Even though it was Colin Sexton for some of them, but like they played him pretty tough. And I forgot to check if Jared Allen was playing, bro. But yeah,
I still
feel
don't
like
think he's
I'll look
back.
that up.
yeah, I feel like if he's playing, I feel like that gives him a
Against the
leg up,
Nets,
too.
he's going to be
Yeah.
like, come on, we need to beat these cats. They traded me.
Yeah.
So is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Cavs.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. Is Jared Allen playing? Because it kind of determines my answer.
What you mean?
This guy.
I just gotta know.
I'm
Is he-
gonna stand on it
is
whether
he-
he
is he
plays or
back?
not, bro. Whether he plays
Well,
or not,
it
I'll
looks
stand
like
on
Evan
it.
Mobley and Jared Allen are waiting for the playoffs to come in.
The green light. Okay, I'm gonna go with Brooklyn
Wow.
only because I feel like KD is always a problem for anybody. KD always has that fuck it, I'm just trying to hoop, leave me out there mentality, and he has Kyrie back. So, I mean, the two of them got it done against the Knicks today. The two of them have gotten it done against
The Knicks are not great.
If
Yeah, I
I can
feel
if
it.
I can interrupt you real quick, so according to Adrian Wojnarowski, you already know he's very credible. Evan Mobley could be back as soon as Friday against Brooklyn from his sprained ankle, and while Jarrett Allen has a very good chance to be back before the playoffs as he recovers from a fractured finger. So maybe not for Brooklyn, but maybe even Evan Mobley can be there for Brooklyn, which is a big deal.
That'd be a plus.
I don't know what that was, but yeah,
That's just-
I'm just gonna cap it off with I'm going with Brooklyn. Rob.
Damn it. Man, fuck this fucking
The soundboard.
Well,
it's Instagram that boom. That's what it's supposed to do. I have the Nets. The reason I have the Nets is because I think the Cavs, like the Bulls, I compared them to the Bulls in the intro for a reason. I believe that they had a hot streak. I believe that, damn,
That shit is late as
that
fuck.
was late
Oh
as a
my
motherfucker.
God.
No, I believe the Cavs hit a hot streak. Then they finally found out who they actually are. It doesn't help that they had some injuries to them, especially
Yeah,
those two guys.
Yeah.
They're big time in both sides of the floor, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, Jared Allen, even
Jared
though
Allen's
he's not the
defensive.
main type of offensive dude,
He's low key their defensive anchor. Bro.
he
That's
gets a
crazy.
lot
I mean,
of offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
That too.
between
That's
you
a big
can't-
deal.
It's twin towers with another tower in large marketing too. Like that's
he's
crazy.
he's not like I don't
That's
think guys
crazy.
view him as like much of the defensive
No,
threat.
but
yeah, that's a lot of length.
but I kind of said it
because
like
they'll probably throw him in.
yeah,
like a
I
three.
said it a little
That's a
while
lot of
ago. I
length.
was like, dog, between like the fact that Cleveland figured out how or no, who's the coach? JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
The fact that Bickerstaff figured out how to work Larry Marketing, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen
Larry
all
can
in
shoot,
one.
bro.
Yeah, Larry can shoot.
Yes, which
That's
is a
why it
big
works.
reason
And
why.
Evan Mobley's a playmaker. He brings the ball up.
But still, though, you still need the right
With
coach
Garland.
to put it all together.
True.
You
Yeah,
need
I
the
mean,
right coach.
you're right.
And
You gotta know your
and
personnel.
JB Bickerstaff broke the
Something
fucking
that Frank
code.
Vogel
You're
doesn't
right.
know.
I won't go there.
I mean, he.
That's why
He's
he's
just a
gone.
defensive guy.
So this is why I pick the Cavs though continuously. I mean the Nets though continuously because
Whoa.
even today the Nets are down by like 20, 19 points, and
To the Knicks.
To the Knicks.
Say that.
that's fine. But they were able to come back. I think that they're very resilient. There's a reason why they're the second favorite team to come out of the East, because look at the talent that they do have. It's kind of like a wolf wearing sheep's clothing. They don't look. The record's not speaking for themselves. They have a lot of. They have a lot of people that weren't there throughout the whole year. A lot of drama. But ultimately, when it comes down, the chips are on the table. That they can really buckle down and they know how to win games. Both of them, the main two dudes, they know how to win those games. So when it comes down to this matchup, I believe that the Cavs, they might have a couple people missing.
It's real interesting.
And at the same time, these Nets, they're definitely on the roll and kind of showing themselves a little bit better in the second half of the season. Even against those Bucks, right? They were one shot away from winning that game. But Giannis, step back three, ended up going to OT, and they overtook them and overcame them. And that just shows how good the Bucks are, and that's why I picked them in the previous matchup. But the Nets, so very excited to see what they're able to do in the postseason. And I think you'll see how great KD is once again based off these upcoming playoffs.
Kyrie better have his legs under him.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a spoken thing,
better.
right? But he's definitely been struggling, and hey,
better.
he can struggle in the regular
Man.
season. He cannot struggle in the playoffs.
Man.
They need all that they can get from
You've
him.
had half the
But
season
that's the thing.
off.
And that's the
I don't
problem.
wanna see
He
no
hasn't had
excuses.
enough. Realistically, there's no amount of games left at this point for him to condition wise be where he probably should be. So at the end of the day,
I don't want to hear about conditioning though, right?
What do you
Like,
mean?
we
You
don't-
don't hear about
No. I'm not giving him
What?
an excuse. I'm not giving him an excuse for it.
Oh.
I'm
but
saying
that's what I'm trying to say though. Like
realistically,
we don't want to hear that.
No.
That's on you.
Okay,
That's on
okay,
him
okay,
for sure.
okay,
You
that's
know?
what you're
But
saying.
yeah,
So-
that's gonna be his issue
Okay.
though.
You can't say
That's
that
his
shit.
issue.
That's not. Yeah, but
That's gonna be
the
his
thing,
issue.
like, what will be your
Taking
excuse?
50 games off.
And I think and it was just reported not too long ago that Ben Simmons isn't gonna play in the play-in tournament. So
Is he
remember
even
when we
gonna
were talking
play
about
at
who
all?
won?
Is
Bro.
he even
Who
gonna
won
play
that?
at all, bro?
Remember when you were talking about
I
who won
said
that
it was a
trade?
wash.
Herniated.
You said it was a watch? Nope.
He did-
It was the 76ers the whole time. You know why? Because again, that man wasn't gonna play for the 76ers.
James is looking shaky right now for me, bro.
He has
They
been looking
still
really
won
bad.
the trade though.
But what I'm saying is he
I
wasn't gonna
guess.
play for that team no matter what.
Yeah.
And now it looks like he's not gonna play for this team no matter what.
Yeah, I guess that's.
That sucks.
In the long run,
I just-
it looks like the
Bro,
Nets are
I
gonna
just
win.
want to know what
How do
did
you
he do?
herniate
right
your
now?
disc on the bench?
That's what I
They
wanted
hurt,
to
bro.
know.
The bench, they do a lot to your lower.
You got
disc,
a back
you know?
problem reaching back for all that cash Philly took from you.
Oh man, Kyrie Irving. Just to give you a couple points, in his last 10 performances, is averaging
wait,
32
bro.
points, 49% of his from the field, of course, in 38 minutes. What do you want to say?
How Ben Simmons making grievances for his salary and not playing though?
I don't understand anything about that, honestly, because I feel like it's just all like they're babying him.
Yeah,
They're
hell,
babying everything.
That's the
Oh
problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it sucks too because it's like I'm thinking like, okay, you don't want to play, cool. You don't want to play for him. Now you're over here. You still don't want to play. You
No,
have a
I
herniated
don't think
disc all of a sudden.
it's that he
I
doesn't
don't
want to
even-
play.
I don't think he wants to play, bro. Really, I honestly don't.
Do you think
he
they're
wants to
waiting
play
for
this
the
season.
70? I think for sure it'll be confirmed if the 76ers get bounced and he starts to play. That guy's a bitch.
Nah, facts. Because if that's what you're waiting for, that's
Yeah.
some bitch shit.
That's some shit.
That's some
Yeah.
bitch shit.
And I do not want you on my
I
team.
don't
Yeah.
know if that's what he's doing, but yeah, I didn't.
Bro,
even
because think
about
about it. If he
that. But
comes back
if
That's
that,
such a-
and they have to
that-
play in the
That's
playoffs,
such a petty ass move. That
kinda
I
corny.
see him doing that for
Because
sure.
what else could it be? Maybe it is his
The
herniated disc, but
Sixers
you've
are
been
top-
gone
are
for
the
so long.
Sixers in the top 2?
The Sixers are in the top 5.
No, the
top-
Sixers. So the Sixers are
But what is their
tied
number?
for the
What
second
is-
seed with 3 other
okay.
teams.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Boston
yeah,
Celtics
yeah.
and the
Yeah,
and the
but
Nets.
I'm
and
pretty sure they don't have the tiebreaker
Boston
over
Celtics and the
all
Sixers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have the tiebreaker.
Who? What
over both
determines the
of them, no.
tiebreaker? Does it? I guess what?
Head-to-head,
Head-to-head
probably.
matchups, and then of course there's still a
Like
couple games in the
conference
season.
game,
Okay.
like conference or division wins.
Yeah,
type
conference.
Shit.
So then I'll go
First.
off like what team had like the best stats for seeds.
No, within the conference, and then
Yeah,
head-to-head
it's
matchups.
head-to-head, and then and then.
Not- I don't think it
winners-
would be-
division winners, even though divisions seem
Don't mean
totally
shit.
irrelevant
Exactly.
in the NBA, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Cavs are entering the matchup though 3 of 7 of the last 10 games, and Darius Garland is averaging 25 points, 10 assists, almost
Yeah,
11 assists,
pretty good numbers,
3.5 rebounds in March.
Averaging
On-
a double. Damn.
To the next
pretty
one.
solid.
No, please don't praise double doubles, because then that guy who praises Vucevic is gonna come back at us.
Yeah, man. I don't want no smoke, but the
Yeah,
Boosie
come
the
on, man.
Versace,
The
the
Buzz-
Deuce, legit.
Hey,
I'm
but
Vooch.
he's creating for other guys, so you can't.
Vucevic?
Garland.
Okay. I was about to say. Please,
No.
please.
I was like, we can't
We just
go
talked about how the
out.
Bulls don't have any playmakers.